What's up, everyone? Back in the 1990s, my wife and I lived on the Olympic Peninsula of Washington State. And there was a big prediction of what they called straight line winds. A storm was coming. And Port Hadlock, a little harbor, was very close to our home. In fact, there was a little hotel there and a restaurant and a marina. And Wendy's parents would often stay there when they came to visit with us. And so we heard about this whole thing, and then it hit, and then we went down to look. And there were boats all over the place that had smashed up against the shore and broken up. And there were a bunch of boats that were anchored farther out, and they were fine because they had anchored deep. When you anchor a boat in deeper water, it can handle storms better. It's a simple matter of physics and how the chain works and all that kind of stuff. If you put the boat in a dock close to the shore when the wind hits, there's a lot of things that can go wrong, and they often do. Today's Bible passage tells us about anchoring deep. It talks about a sure and certain anchor of the soul. And I just want to ask you, on what are you anchoring your soul? You can't anchor it in yourself, because we all know that we're fallible and limited. And why not anchor our soul in something bigger than ourselves? If you look at things that are good and things that are bad, think of all of the good put together and picture that good with no bad in it at all. That's what we call God. That's sort of a placeholder name for the perfect goodness and that consciousness behind everything. We say God is good. And what we mean by that is that in order to thrive as a human being, it's important to anchor ourselves in values that don't fail us, in a creator that is all good and not bad. And the truth is, if you anchor yourself in something limited or cut that chain and decide you're not going to do that, life goes bad very quickly. And it's a cascading malfunction, and a lot of dark things happen. So I would just invite you to anchor deep, for the storms of life are coming, and they will continue to come. And we need to trust in something bigger than ourselves. Thomas Jefferson knew that when he wrote the Declaration of Independence, and he grounded our human rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness in the work of a capital C creator. And he was told, do we really need to have that in there? And he said, yes, unless we anchor deeper, unless we ground our rights in something bigger than ourselves. If we ground our rights in people, then people can give us rights and people can take them away. But if we ground our rights in something greater than ourselves, in our Creator, we can withstand the storms that are coming. That's the good news for today, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.